It's another edition of Beyond Game Day. Thank you very much indeed for joining us once again. It is Friday, and as usual, we check up what has been in the week and the weekend ahead. Joining me is ENCA Sports Editor Vata Ngobeni. Vata, what a week it's been. We'll get to the Netbank Cup and those losers tripped on the first hurdle. Let's start at the World Cup. let's start at India and Sri Lanka. T20 World Cup is going to kick off as well in a couple of days' time. Also there, just last night, if I can put it before we get to the cricket, Marizanne Cup, Laura Wolfart, they were playing for the Delhi Devils in the Women's Premier League, losing out yet again to the Bangalorus.
I feel for them. I feel for Marizanne and Laura. You lose with the national team. They've lost now 3 World Cup finals. 2 limited overs and 1 T20.
T20, yeah.
And then at club level, they do the same as well.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. I think psychologically, it's going to do some damage to them.
Yeah. But I think for Laura, when you look at, beyond the packages they get there, it's the experience that both of them had. And I watched them bat the other day as well. They're looking good, Nick. That's what, of course, what you want from them. But the season they've had has shown. Yeah,
they're both world-class players. And I think Laura proved it at the World Cup. The most runs. She's hitting centuries for fun. And she's a true leader of that team. She leads through action.
Yeah.
And to me, dare I say this, she's probably the best player in the world at the moment.
No question about it.
Yeah, and
that's no question. Yeah.
Some good will come eventually.
Yeah.
They've just got to be patient. I know Marizanne will probably say that time is running out for her, but she's aging like a good bottle of red wine.
Yeah.
The older she's getting, the better she's just becoming as an all-round player.
Yeah.
And I think these experiences and this pain that they're going through is going to stand them in good stead very, very soon. I think psychologically, as much as they're being dented and the pain of it all, I think it's building a lot of character within them and a lot of resilience.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will sort of go into the team, the national team itself, and help them with the
players, and they are
without a doubt,
probably top 2 core senior leaders in the team. So it's definitely filter down to them. We stay in the subcontinent. T20 World Cup kicks off. South Africa had a warm-up game. Do you read much into that warm-up game? 30-run loss to India, who are obviously favourites going into their World Cup.
No. I think at the back of their minds...
Is that India or South Africa?
South Africa.
Okay.
Would be what happened in the USA when they lost that final against India. I know Ada Markram, the captain, said they're going into this World Cup on a new slate. There's nothing like a new slate. You can't. Last year, they became World Test champions.
Yeah.
They've got to get the monkey off their back of winning a World Cup. They've got to.
When was the last time? Was it 98? I think it was...
No, they've never won
Malaysia.
a World Cup.
No, not the World Cup, but the only ICC championship thing we won was 98.
But that doesn't count.
Hey,
it doesn't count. I know, a few years ago, I spoke to one of the Proteas players. What do you mean you've never won? We won the Champions Trophy.
Yeah.
No, man. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Sifuni World Cup, not.
Look, let's be fair.
Yeah.
Shukri as well, as said, because this is Shukri's first World Cup as well.
Yes.
He's hoping that obviously it rubs off on with regards to the Test Championship win to the ODI. But the mindset has to change. What I do like, though, David Miller's back. Has he had a good knock? Yet to see. But again, I think it's just touching base with those senior players who will come in and say, yeah, maybe he's been there, done that, just for the locker room experience. As well as Quinny, he's been knocking them back as well.
You see, I think what's been extremely impressive is the senior players and how they've played in the SA20. And the form that a lot of them are taking into this. Brevis, good form.
Yeah.
Tristan Stubbs, good form. Rickleton to a certain extent. Markram. And then you've got...
Lungi. He was the best bowler in that warm-up.
Yeah, but, I feel for an Ordinal Bartman. Top wicket taker at SA20, but you can't discard the Lungiti on the subcontinent.
Yeah.
You just can't.
What are your thoughts on Mokoena? That is a bit of a contentious one.
It may be, but he's one for the future.
Okay.
And he's played IPL.
Fair enough.
So he he understands the conditions in India. Rather blood him in now. I know he's quite young. He's wet behind the ears.
I'm sitting here, then you're going to come back and say, yeah, but we want a World Cup. 30 seconds ago, yes, when you World Cup. You blood him in and
you want a World Cup.
Then you lose. You're like, yeah, but why did you take that one? You should have taken...
No, it's not even about team selection.
Yeah.
It was always going to be difficult to who goes and who doesn't go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess...
You know, I feel for an Otto Batman. I feel for Luando Pretorius.
He had an outstanding SA20.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that one says, Shukri. But he spoke for choice.
If I'm thinking of Shukri, I'm at pains with all this talent. It still bothers the mind. Would tennis going to win one World Cup, a serious one? Forget the under-19s. We got the junior honors. But yeah, Lord, at the senior level, because I wonder when you mention these players, one for one, with anyone in the world, we take them.
It is painful. It's painful because you think about the World Cups in the past, and I think about 99. That one was ours.
Yeah.
Forget about Herschel dropping it. You know, it's not about that one incident. I think us not winning that World Cup had such a huge psychological damage on the players themselves. And then
would you go and say on the psyche of South African cricket?
Yes.
Not necessarily the players, because the players come and go.
The players come and go, but you look at the 99 team, some of them then were in the 2003 World Cup that was here.
Yeah.
And I think the fear of losing and not winning a World Cup was so much in the back of the players' minds that they couldn't even do a simple calculation in Durban.
Hey, mathematics.
Oh.
Me and my maths also.
And then you move on. 2015, guys. I'm in that game in Wellington.
I'd even go as far and say 2011. Even 2011 in India. Remember Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka?
And then some guy,
again, we dropped it against New Zealand in the knockout.
Again, Tatabe should have played him, didn't play him. He was your best bowler. And then your captain decides he's not coming back. He's going to Ireland.
I remember post that match, I tried to get an interview with Biff at the end of the game. He said no. And he shipped off to Ireland. Anyway.
Yeah, so I think for a long time, it's been there. And people say, don't use a C word. And I'm glad they've confronted that.
Yeah.
The choker thing. And now they've made it into a final. And at test level, they've won a final.
Basically, in short, let's convert getting there.
Now we've got to convert, having gotten there, but now they've got the taste of what it's like to get over the line.
Yeah. With
the test, yeah. So hopefully that is going to be the sort of thing that gets them over the line this time around.
Yeah, look.
And you gotta, I think they're also thinking as well that we've got a World Cup in South Africa next year. And we're hosting it.
I was just about to say, they have to go in there with the mindset of at least coming home with a lot of cheer, not only for the, for the fans, but realistically, if they come home with a World Cup to defend or even a final to defend, it's going to be in good stead for them. They start off the World Cup against Canada on Monday.
Yeah.
Speaking about chokers.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. Speaking about chokers and people wearing green, Ireland weekend. Six Nations started. They were up against the Frenchies. I thought the Irish had gotten over that doozy of the French after. I think they were playing for the first time in Paris since that World Cup. It was a hammer. 36-14.
The defending champions were the host nation playing against the world number 4 and the world number 5, the Frenchies. It was set up. I mean, this to me it was almost like the grand final of the Six Nations.
Six Nations. I mean, look, between them, I think they've got what, 4 between them?
The last 4.
They've won the last 4.
Yeah, the last 4. It's been Ireland. And for all the talk that was this week, likes of James Ryan saying, big game, blah, 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 blah. They just didn't arrive. But more than they just didn't arrive, I think the French were like, hello,
you're not irritated me with the French. The whole week with DuPont being told that it's coming back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I wanted the French to lose. just because he was back. Because all of a sudden there was talk about who's going to stop Dupont and the commentary in that match. Yeah, the master and his apprentice in their number 10. It is irritating watching those French win, but they play bloody good rugby, whether you like them.
Listen, I'm enjoying the French. I enjoyed them when they toured New Zealand, and everyone was saying, they sent a third-rate team and they pushed the All Blacks.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the fact that they hyped up the game against the Springboks last year so much. Revenge, redemption, all that stuff, and they got a proper hiding from the Springboks. But I'm glad that French rugby is on the up. I'm glad that
they used to be the whipping boys, serious whipping boys. I mean, them alongside Italy back in the days.
But you never know which French team is going to arrive.
Yeah, fair enough. You
that
get
is
to
a
a World
problem
Cup,
with
then
them.
they beat an All Blacks team.
Then they do what they do, the Frenchies.
Yeah.
But I'm glad there's some consistency now.
Yeah.
They've built a lot of depth. They've got these phenomenal backline players, youngsters that are really, really, stamping the authority on the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed, against Ireland that I don't think anyone is good. I think they're gonna win this. They're gonna canter.
Yeah, they should canter
the Six Nations.
But again, then my worry then becomes in with Ireland. And I say that because again, I like the type of rugby they play, and I like the fact that it's always good to have a competitive Six Nations outfit. Look, I can speak of the English all day, but I don't think I count them in the caliber of where the French are and where the Irish are. I mean, let's be honest. So having Ireland at that top level, still for me is
no, that's important. It's important
because they've lost what I think the last 3 against the top.
So
top
the thing
nations.
is about Ireland, again, great pretenders. They've got the Proteus syndrome in the World Cup. Get the quarterfinal in the eye. As Cartel, as Ifule, and they keep in it. However, they have gone on in the last few years to win a series in New Zealand.
Yeah.
To beat the Springboks in South Africa.
Club us, yeah. I mean, they clubbed us.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. They batched us.
Well, it was a top goal at the end of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, they batched us in our own game.
Yeah, so they have become one of the top sides in world rugby without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, I want them to be competitive. I want them to be strong in the Six Nations. However, we don't want the Six Nations where it's just France and Ireland and the rest.
What do you make of the rest, anyway?
I'm worried about Wales. I'm very worried about Wales.
Gone down. I mean, I'm sure even, in fact, Samoa would probably beat them. I'm looking at the former top tier nations. I'm sure even, with all due respect, Zimbabwe.
Even Italy is going to clobber them.
Yeah, no, Italy will beat them. Italy are playing good rugby.
Italy are playing good rugby.
They're playing Scotland.
They play Scotland. And
England are playing?
Wales, England.
That's going to be a walkover.
I fear for them. I fear for Welsh rugby because you don't want it to die.
They were once a good side. Didn't they beat us here at home once?
They won. They won their first game just a few years ago.
I know, they beat us here.
Yeah. So I worry about Wales. Not so much Italy. Scotland, just. And then there's England. I think after they beat the All Blacks last year, they were like, bring on the Springboks. They're going to get the Springboks. Yeah, they're going to get them. Yeah.
I don't care about
English. But for me, the Six Nations has got to be competitive again. Hopefully England will start challenging, yeah. And I really, really hope that Wales...
So, I mean, the likes of Ganj and Itoji obviously need to come back. They've kind of filtered away. I mean, when you spoke of the likes of Itoji back in the days, it installs a bit of fear, if you can call it that. He's always a revered player. Talisman for the English, as a captain.
But there's, the rise of Pollock.
Fair enough.
Has brought some excitement. I think Marcus Smith, again, is just a player that can lead the English team. He's got everything.
Because I think that's what the English always had. The English always had that, yes.
The number 10.
Yeah, they always had a 10 who
would, direct play. So, and the way in which he plays, but again, there's something about the England team. When they're on the rise, they find a way of just saying, So hopefully we'll have a competitive Six Nations.
Yeah.
I think what we saw of France and Ireland is not a true reflection of the Irish team.
Yeah. In fact, Andy Carroll said post that match, said, he felt as if his players just did not. That's in fact, he said France were a level above. I don't think he was saying they're a level lower.
Yeah.
Just on what we know, the Irish are, France was slightly a level above them in terms of probably clicking better. Whether it's the DuPont factor, I'm not quite sure. But France, as we know, they probably want.
I think they've changed their psyche.
The French,
if the French, I think, have decided, and they decided prior to the 2023 World Cup that they are going to become that team.
Yeah.
Having won the Under-20 championship, they took almost that team and they groomed them into the senior national team. And theirs was to win the 2023 World Cup. Stolen or not from us. And I'm glad that the Springboks...
Funny thing, I'm looking at 2023 Rugby World Cup.
And I'm glad the Springboks did the job on them.
Yeah.
However, they've continued to grow.
Yeah.
And they've set their sights on the 2027 World Cup.
No chance. I'm saying no chance because we know who's going to take it. It's the Springboks. We're running out of time.
So yeah, I think be careful of the French. I think they're going to consistently become better, or progressively become better as we head to the World Cup next year. Ireland, that was not a true reflection of that team. I think
come back firing.
I think they're gonna be very, very angry in the next game.
Yeah.
England, look at them, watch out for them, and I'm just crossing fingers. Thabiso. Italy and Scotland, I think they're in between.
Scotland, Wales, Italy, between the three.
For me, it is Wales that is a big concern because we need a strong Welsh team.
Yeah.
First of all, for the home unions, but also just for World Rugby.
Yeah.
Where they've sunk to is just it's sad.
Speaking about rugby and Jesse Creel,
yeah.
twin brother, he was named in the US rugby squad.
Yeah.
35-man squad.
Yeah,
he's playing there,
Sure.
But out in the US, from one World Cup to another.
Yeah.
2010. The trophy was here a couple of days ago, paraded across Union buildings, went down to Cape Town, of course, being the FIFA World Cup. During this week, we are having some conversations, send people out to go test the pulse, as it were. South Africans still split on whether we should be going to the World Cup in the Americas. Bafana Bafana announced Panama matches, friendlies building up to the World Cup. Looks like Bruce has got a thought process. Regard the politics aside, let's put it aside. Thought processes. Let's speak and touch base with a country we played against in Panama. Prepare us for the Mexico opening match.
I think we need more matches.
I was worried as well. Only 2 games. And that's in March. We play in June. So imagine playing 2 games in March.
It's a huge concern, Thabiso. And after, I don't want to call it a failed AFCON.
Yeah, look, you can't go to F and expect to win it all the time. So,
so the lull from now until the World Cup is a huge concern because he's got to get his troops playing. And we've got to get that cohesion back again in the national team, in Bafana Bafana. Because it was missing at AFCON. It wasn't the Bafana Bafana that was playing World Cup qualifiers and the kind of football that they were playing. And I think, again, players need to be playing. The likes of Abu Mshishi, I worry because Mshishi needs a lot of game time.
That's why he was dropped for AFCON because he had not been playing for Sundowns.
Yeah, if he's going to get
Champions League, I think he's playing a couple of Champions League.
So and a lot more players, and I worry about the likes of Mbogas. Hugo Bruce was right. You're going to play in the MLS,
and he still hasn't played since he's left for the MLS.
They're huge concerns there. And yes, you look at Pirates doing well. You look at Sundowns, they're about. Those players are going to get a lot more game time and so on. However, as a team, as a national team, they need to start playing more together.
The one person you haven't mentioned, sorry to cut you, Bronwyn, still not clear what's happening. He is not playing for Sundowns. He had a horrible AFCON, let's be fair.
Yeah.
There's still a bit shady. I'll call it shady. It's just a bit mind-boggling that he's not, especially with all the points that you're making, they would need that game time.
Yeah. Again, it's another guy, Sipombule.
Yeah.
So you've got to be concerned when your captain is not playing, first of all.
Do you think he'll make it to the World Cup? I think there's
no, Ronan's fine.
I think there's something in the
Ronan is safe.
Are you saying that because you're a Sundowns fan?
No, I'm not a Sundowns fan.
Are you sure?
Just my family is from Mamelodi.
I thought you were the Eastern Cape.
No, Chief.
Okay, carry on.
Ngobeni, B3.
That's sharp.
Koma Pitlane.
It's fine.
Oh, no, Chief. I grew up going to HMP.
Yeah, Mama, let's talk football.
So I think Ranunko, there's no doubt about that. I worry about Sipombule. Him not playing a Pirates. Whatever the reason is, Sipombule, you put on a Bafana jersey and he has got a conversation with Hugo Bros. You see the Sipombule that all of us talk about. Your Pekka, man. Your Pekka is... When you don't play at your club, it's going to be very difficult for you to then make the national team. Even though I know Hugo Bros, when we had issues with Sundowns players, he was like, I'm not too concerned. I know what they do. And eventually that got sorted out. Whatever it is that's going on with Sipombule at Orlando Pirates needs to be sorted out very, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
These players all need game time. They need to be playing at... And again, Thabiso, it's a pity that Pirates have fallen out of the Champions League. Because you want those players playing at the highest level of football.
Yeah. Look, I think we're struggling generally with Champions League football. And in fact, we're going to probably quickly skip over the World Cup because it is some time away. We're going to get back to the Football World Cup a bit later on. It's touch and go on when you mentioned that these players are not playing for their clubs. But South Africa, it seems that we're not doing too well at Champions League or CAF football, club football. Anyway, Sundowns have struggled. Chiefs, yes, they're theirs and thereabouts, and as far as the Confed Cup is conferred. Pirates struggled. Stellies also struggling. Got bashed. What is it?
I think Sundowns are just...
Because Sundowns has got a squad. So I mean,
they've got the squad.
You can hear Chiefs complain and say, we don't have the manpower. We've got too many matches.
I think there are internal issues at Sundowns.
Yeah. You think so?
The coach is under tremendous pressure.
Is it the director or the coach? Because
it's a coach and
the director of sport.
Whatever
His name is
Flaminggo. Whatever his title is, sporting director, whatever he is. He is under pressure. And then it doesn't help that now Pitso's name is being mentioned.
Is Pitso being mentioned for Sundowns? I thought it was mentioned for Chiefs.
No. Pitso no. To come back at Sundowns. I told you
Sundowns, man. How come you know all these inside info?
No. There's talk. I mean, Thabiso, really, where have you been?
I heard Pitso being the sideline for Chiefs.
Yeah. So I think with that talk, and the coach also responding the way that he does at press conferences, doesn't
judge
help.
Me. Don't do this. Yeah.
I'm a coach. Coaches come and go. I will leave Sundowns at some point, blah, blah, blah. Pep, 10 years at Man City, every week is under pressure, fielding questions, whatever. So I think he's under tremendous pressure, Cardoso. And we all know, Sundowns don't care about winning the Betway Premiership. That is, because to them, that is, it's almost like a foregone conclusion that a coach is going to win it. Urulani won it, Mukwena, having lost one game.
Mangoba,
got fired.
And those guys.
Got fired.
Exactly, yeah.
Mangoba Mngiti, him and Rulani wanted to... Listen, as soon as he got fired...
Also gone. Yeah.
Right? The Champions League is what they want. That is all that Sundowns are obsessed about is the Champions League.
I can see it. I'm seeing it mentally as well. I mean, because it's that star. I know that they wanted to...
And they want a second one.
Yeah, they want to differentiate themselves.
And it's not nice losing. I mean, losing in a final.
Yeah. I think twice they lost in the final.
And I mean, they lost to newcomers. So I think South African teams struggling in CAF competitions speaks to the general focus of South African football of saying all we care about is the Betway Premiership, and they were not placing enough emphasis on playing Champions League football. And you see in the years where we do well in Champions League football, it translates to Bafana doing well. When Bafana did well and finished third at AFCON, and everyone was like, but you're playing a Sundowns team.
Sundowns is doing well.
Go look at when Germany plays well.
Yeah.
Right? Bayern
mentioned
Go look at when Spain did well.
Vata.
It was
real Barca.
So again, you when the emphasis of the teams, South African teams, is then on Champions League football and confederations, you see that it translates into the national team. And I strongly believe that Sundowns not winning the Champions League, Pirates being knocked out early, you saw that at AFCON. You saw that at AFCON.
Yeah, and basically that's what it was, because the last 16 we were bumped out.
So I think Stellies and Chiefs, hopefully Chiefs goes through to a knockout.
Huh?
Hopefully Sundowns goes through.
Yeah, they've still got a chance.
Yeah.
So it's out of their hands. But
hope they get through, because we need them going all the way in those competitions, so that the players that come from those teams and get into the Bafana team
get some mileage in their legs.
Get some mileage and competitive mileage, not just.
Here's mine, guy. Chiefs, very. No, they've got a chance of making it to Confed Cup.
Oh, I thought you were going to say defending the Netbank Cup.
I'm going there, but that's the only cup that they can win this season.
They'll tell you about the Betway Premiership. They say they're number 3 on the log.
Yeah, but that's
I think they're dreaming.
Go fish. Yeah, no,
I think they're dreaming.
Losing Netbank Cup at first hurdle, it must be a sour one, in particular because they came back, the noise we heard when they won this Netbank Cup, beating Pirates, arch rivals in the final. And I think my son, he'll be 22. That's a joke. I had with one of He'll be 22 when Chiefs win the next one.
Fine enough.
9 years, that's all I'm giving them.
Fine enough, when you talk about your son, my son is turning 10. So he had never seen Chiefs win. Not that he's a Chiefs fan, thank goodness. He supports another team.
Sundowns.
No, he supports another team.
Hey, Vata.
So, and he'll be like, but Kaizer Chiefs, Daddy Chiefs, because all he knows is Pirates and Sundowns. Yeah. That's all he knows. And it was almost like he didn't understand what the noise was about.
Yeah. But them being dumped out first round. I mean, let's speak of that.
I worry. I worry, Thabiso.
Are you? But they're playing good football.
No, Thabiso.
I mean, third place in Premier League. Where were they last season? They were nowhere close to top 8. They're playing African football right now. We know that they've never wanted to in the past, but now they're doing fairly well. So I think, there's something cooking there. And I'd even go as far as saying maybe they shouldn't change the coaches. They keep them there. They know the squad now. They kind of have the lay of the land.
No, 100% Thabiso. But however, there's something wrong at Chiefs. And only they know what's wrong. I think they know what is wrong.
I didn't come with the CV to this job.
It's wrong or isn't. They need to go get, first of all, a top-notch coach. They have to.
Do they?
No, that's the first thing.
No. And I'm pausing you there. Do they? Chiefs is not short of top coaches. They've had some of the best coaches the country can.
But here's the thing:
is it a coaching thing or a Chiefs?
No. But here's the thing: when you bring a top coach, right? Then you have a plan, 5-year plan, whatever it is, and then you open the budget. I know Chiefs will complain, when you go after a player, they inflate the price, blah blah blah. It is what it is. Sundowns go after a player, prices are inflated, they buy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what Pizzo did at Sundowns.
Yeah, but you really can't compare. Pizzo has a billion rand budget or multi-billion rand budget. But so I'd hate to compare other clubs to Sundowns.
No, we can't do that. So because Pirates, Chiefs, and Sundowns have got the deep pockets.
Yeah, fair enough, they do. But
right? Pirates and Chiefs may not have
the deeper pockets.
Yeah, as deep as Sundowns, right? But they've got access to a lot of cash.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they can go get, and they need to buy quality players.
Yeah.
So you need a top coach. You need to bring in a coach that has got a plan, and you must give them time, and you must give them time to go buy the players that they need to play the football that we know Chiefs can play.
Yeah, we'll see Chiefs.
So that is to me, and I'm sitting and I don't want to be clapped by people at Naturena because they become very touchy-feely when you start criticizing them. That's all they've got to do.
Yeah.
That is all they've got to do. Bob Stakes knows it. Jessica knows it.
Junior knows it.
Junior knows it. The people in the development structures, the Chiefs know it.
I mean, Chiefs, they won the Diski Challenge. So they've got no shortage of challenge.
You've got some good youngsters within their development. You've got some good players within
the senior
team. all you need now, if Kaze is the right guy, you know,
Make him permanent, get the
then
ball
make him
rolling.
permanent coach. And then they must come with a plan.
I mean, the reason why I say make him permanent, you look at the likes of Usu to Umangete, left Chiefs as the assistant co-coach or holding coach or placeholder coach, whatever. Amazulu is doing well, top 5 in as far as the Premier League is concerned. They're doing well, but we need to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Weekend, Netbank Cup, Pagania, Sekukune, your Orbit Colleges, your TS Galaxies. The big boys are all through. And Amakosi, we all know Amakosi guys are back home. What does it look like this weekend? And I bring up those because I want to wrap up in the sense that do you foresee another big shake-up as far as results this weekend is concerned, or it should go Ngolaini?
No, I think we'll the top clubs, the Betway Premiership clubs will go through. I think there's about 2 games involving Premiership teams
and Safa League matches teams as well.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying 2 PSL teams against each other.
Yeah.
Pirates, tricky one, TTM. You know, everyone said that Sundowns will just walk over Komora. Look what happened.
Yeah.
And the Netbank Cup has got this nice thing about it. You saw Tuks, you saw about Tex Galaxy. You mentioned teams that come through. That's their opportunity.
Yeah.
It's our FA Cup.
Durban City as well are playing. That's a big game. I think they're playing this evening as well on
and
Friday.
Keswick are playing as well. So again, I don't think there's going to be a...
You're surprised.
Yeah. Pirates, I worry about.
Don't worry about Pirates, unfortunately.
TTM.
No, don't worry about
but I foresee all the big teams going through. And obviously you're going to get your other teams there, small teams playing against each other. Be careful in the next round.
Yeah, that's where I think
that is where there's going to be a major shake-up.
Yeah, that's where the shake-up is.
Because I don't think, hopefully the draw doesn't give us a Sundowns Pirates so early in the competition. However, one of those small teams is looking to make a big name for themselves. One of them.
Look, those small teams, in the history of the Netbank Cup, there's been about 6 major surprises. Your 4-1s against Pirates at one stage, even Chiefs losing about 2-1. So there's always expected to be one of those. But unfortunately, teams who play in arenas.
Makezi.
I was just about to say, there was a long time ago when Pirates lost to Makezi.
Makezi, Baba.
Pirates were not playing in an arena. Arena was not even built back then. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of Beyond Game Day. Do join us again next weekend. We'll look at what the week has been and the week ahead. But this weekend, of course, Netbank Cup action coming thick and fast. Who will it be? Will the big boys hold on? Join us next week to find out what happened.